Hello traders, how are you? Well, I am hoping that you are making consistent profit in the market. Today I brought you up this video and today we are going to discuss Vega. Well, Vega is also option Greeks and it mainly represents volatility. You already know that from the beginning I'm talking lots of things about volatility, but some of you may have misunderstood the volatility itself. So I'm going to come up with some videos where I'll be explaining clearly what is the volatility means, what is the historical volatility, what is the implied volatility, and all other factors. So your all the doubts will be cleared there. Okay, and in that video I'll be giving you some tips also, and I'll also be giving you proper explanation what exactly volatility means. Some of you might be understanding that the large move might be considered as a volatility, means high volatile, but it is not like that. The concept is entirely different that I'll be explaining in my upcoming videos. So today this video will be limiting it to Vega only. First, if you wanted to see what is the Vega, what is the effect, what is the use of these things, so all these things we are going to discuss in this video. So without wasting any time, let's dive into it and first see what the Vega is. If you see the Vega, then Vega is having certain formula which will look something like this. And if you go for some definition, then the definition is the rate at which the price of will change in relation to the change in the volatility of the underlying security. It simply means that how much your premium will change in relation to the volatility of the underlying asset. This underlying asset can be index or can be stock. Okay, so this is the definition. It simply means, so volatility simply means that how much your premium is going to change when underlying asset volatility changes. Okay, so this is called Vega. So Vega represent how much your price is gonna change with respect to the volatility change. Okay, so that is the definition. Now let's go more deeper into it. First, Vega is also closely related to gamma. You have already seen earlier that what gamma was representing. Well, when I gave you the example last time, I told you that gamma gives you have to use the gamma as a risk measurement, means how much risk you are going to take in a day. Okay, so it represents like day risk. So if you see the gamma, it means you are seeing the risk associated with the trade. Okay, so again that risk is involved with the volatility, and Vega is also closely related to gamma. When the gamma value of an option is high, you can expect Vega value to also be high. So it is simply saying Vega is proportional to gamma. If gamma value will be going high, then your Vega value will also be going high. Now let's discuss further points. Vega is affected by mainly two things. First is moneyness, and the second one is time until this asset is going to expire. So what do I mean by moneyness? You must have heard this term somewhere, or if you have not heard, then this term is new for you. Okay, if you have not heard this any term, then don't bother about this. What do I mean by moneyness? It simply means that wherever you have made the positions, whether that position is at the money or in the money or out of the money, that is called moneyness. Moneyness in the sense out of the money hoga, ya at the money hoga, in the money hoga. So this is the meaning of moneyness. So mainly Vega will be dependent on two things. First one is moneyness, second one is time till expiration. Well, if you will see here, this moneyness will not be much affected by this volatility, but definitely time till expiration, if you calculate then premium, then it will be directly related to volatility. As I have already told you that time value will be dependent on volatility. But most of you also will be having some questions that volatility is with respect to stocks, but we are also hearing the term implied volatility. What do I mean by implied volatility? That will be explaining in our upcoming video. So you stay tuned and watch the videos and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any important videos. Now let's discuss further. It's typically at its highest when an option contract is at the money, and then reduces if the contract goes whether deep out of the money or deep in the money. So it simply means Vega means volatility will be maximum at the money. Well, if you think about it, it makes sense. How? Well, if you are sitting at right at the money, means if you are trading at the like with current price, suppose you buy some stock, then you buy that stock at particular price that it was trading currently. So there are high chances that it will be going below or above that price. So definitely that will be at the money, and there the volatility will be high, hence your Vega will be high. Now let's discuss few more points. The form I have mentioned some this formula. There, this small v represents the first derivative, capital V represents the option price. So options price means call premium or put premium, and this sign which looks something like gamma, the volatility of the underlying asset. Well, it is just the representation, so you can represent it whatever way you want. Okay, now let's see how Vega increases. If option premium is increasing, then you can say the Vega is also increasing, or else you can say reverse also. First Vega will increase, then option value will increase. So option value in the sense premium. So whenever premium is about to increase, you have to look for the Vega also. If Vega is increasing, then you have to see, okay, option price is also going to increase, and if option price is going to increase, then definitely out of the money you don't have to buy, because that is already overvalued. Okay, now let's see our last point, which we always discuss, how we can use the Vega for our advantage or for our trades. Well, if Vega is that much important and it is directly related to our volatility, then there must be some important use of these parameters. So to get profit even when the price of the underlying asset remains static, by using strategies such as long straddle or short straddle. Well, here I am saying to get profit even when the price of underlying asset remains static. Static means it doesn't change much. Then I am saying again the high volatility. Then some of you might be confused. Volatility means the option price is dynamic in nature, or at least it is moving in one direction. But it is not the case. I'll be explaining it in our upcoming videos, so stay tuned and watch that video also. But here I'll be saying you which strategy you have to implement in the market, that should be determined by Vega if your volatility is going too high. Okay, so how will you determine which strategy you have to use? Well, a few strategy I have already mentioned here, which is long straddle and short straddle, and there are some other strategies as well. You already know, I have also discussed in my that option series, where I have mentioned several strategies, that which strategies you have to use for volatile market. So in that case also you have to use that particular strategies if Vega is high. So now you know what is the use of Vega. That is the important. Actually, you have learned the definition, you have seen it many times. Everybody is telling what is Vega, how Vega works, but nobody tells you what is the use of the Vega. So let me tell you what is the use of the Vega. Use of the Vega comes into picture when volatility goes high, Vega goes high, then which strategy we have to implement, that we can determine by looking at Vega alone. So that is going to be helpful for you. I hope I cleared your doubts, and if you are finding these videos helpful, then please hit the like button and consider subscribing this channel.